Hi, g'day, hi, and welcome. The goal here is to get the... What is that blue flashing light there? That's supposed to just stay either red or no color at all. I know, this is my GoPro Hero 5. I'm giving it a workout after its long slumber when I thought I lost it. And I'm glad I didn't. So it's nice to have two GoPros. But yeah. So anyway, I'm heading out there. It's supposed to be like +4 today, so that's like perfect working weather, winter-wise. You know, like nice and mild. You know, you don't get too cold, but hopefully it's nicer tomorrow, because tomorrow, from the making of this video, will be Remembrance Day, and those 3 RCR guys, they gotta stand out there in those uniforms, especially the bagpiper guys. Like those guys, they got the long socks, but you know, like their knees must get pretty cold. You know what I mean? How these guys stay warm, I don't know. You know, they must wear like 3 pairs of long johns, whatever. That's a neat old truck. Whatever, to stay warm, because just standing there, like, it's different when you're moving. When you're just standing there, it's like, even at like +10, just standing there, you'll get a chill after a while. But you know, at 0, whatever, yeah, you'll be cold almost right away and miserable right away. Yeah, and as soon as you start shivering, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah. But yeah, is what it is. Is what it is. So I'm just gonna go over to my buddies, and then we're gonna go over to his ma's. I got, I think, all the tools that we're gonna need. So he's got tools, I got tools. Between the two of us, we should have enough tools to put the carport together. So yeah, and yeah, there's all that. Then after that, yeah, gonna come back home, get my camera ready for tomorrow, because I'm the photographer. Usually I'm the guy that does the photographer photos for the Remembrance Memorial all the time. I usually cover a lot of, like, it's a small town, right? And even though my Nikon D100 is like it's 20 years old now from when I bought it. It is dated, you know, it's 6.1 megapixels, whatever, but it does take nice shots, because, you know, it's a DSLR, right? So I don't mind doing it at all, because I would be taking the pictures anyway, right? So it's like, yeah, I might as well be me, right? And sometimes I guess they end up in the paper. I never get the credit for it per se, I don't think. But yeah, like my pictures end up in the paper and stuff like that. But they do end up in the community, local, you know, like the local billboard kind of website type of thing. The Facebook group, all that. Usually when I take pictures, usually they end up on there for the whole town to see. And, you know, I try to take the best shots I can, and then what I do is I just leave it to them to judge what to post, right? And then I'll post whatever on my Facebook, so the townsfolk get to see the photos anyway. And to me, that's, you know, it's a way of giving back to the community, right? And not a, you know, it doesn't cost me anything other than my time. And people like it. So I usually cover Canada Day, I cover Remembrance Day, the Santa Claus Parade. I try to cover that as much as I can. I mean, other people take photos too, but I go like exclusive, right? So, you know, where most people just take photos of their kid at the Santa Claus Parade, I get everybody, you know what I mean? The best I can, because there is a limitation to how many photos you can take on a cold day, right? So, you know, if it's really, really cold, your camera, like last year, the Santa Claus Parade, I was blown away that my camera worked in that cold of weather. My little camera, it just closed up as soon as I turned it on. It was like, not too cold, not doing it. The Nikon, it's not rated for that kind of cold, and it did it anyway. You know what I mean? Like, how cool is that? And my hands were freaking frozen, especially my shutter finger. I had to switch hands after a while. Wasn't too pleasant out. The kids, oh, everybody's here. The kids, they had fun. They were kind of cold though, so the ones that stuck out the whole time, but you know, they all get presents, eh? So they gotta stay, you know, for the present anyway. So yeah, so we'll see what's gonna be like this year. But shut that off. Yeah, here we go. So I'm gonna go get my provisions and get going and get the job done.